Never heard of these two females until March of 2010 when their brother called me, called the office, and I spoke with him.
That's Rozlin, the one in the red shirt.
Okay.
And then this is Rozlin, and that's Fawn. Family picture taken at Frontier City.
He asked me if I'd heard of any bones or a skull that had been found out at Stinchcombe Wildlife Refuge, and I said, well, I haven't heard of any recently. Why do you ask? He said, well, my sisters, Fawn and Rozlin Abell, disappeared on July 25th, 1985, and we haven't seen or heard from them since. And I said, did y'all live in Bethany? And he said, yes, we lived here in Bethany. I said, was there a report made? Because I've never heard of this case. And he said, yes, there was a report made. So I did some research and did find a report. I found that that there was actually just one report made on Fawn Abell, because at the time she was a juvenile, and Rozlin, her older sister, was 18 and considered an adult. So they assumed that both of them had just run away and filed a report. The report was on microfilm, and the other paperwork associated with the report, such as the runaway juvenile checklist, was on microfilm as well. So I was able to get a copy of that and did some checking and found out that Fawn was entered into the NCIC database as a runaway, but at some time later the ball was dropped and she was removed from the database, and that's where the case stopped. Fawn was 15 at the time of disappearance, and Rozlin was 18 at the time of disappearance. Brother had come home in the afternoon on July 25th, and the girls were just leaving the house here in Bethany, and apparently they were going to go look for jobs, and one of them said to the other, hurry up, they're waiting for us down the street at the corner. They walked out of the house, and they have not been seen or heard from since.
Didn't explain who they...
No. Didn't know who they were.
Or what kind of job or anything.
Didn't know what kind of job they were looking for, didn't know what area that they were going to go look for jobs in. Did a search. I contacted Social Security Administration, and I don't have Rozlin's actual Social Security number, but the Social Security Administration did a search for Rozlin's Social Security number, and that number has not had any activity on it since July of 1985. I was really excited. I'm excited about the case, don't get me wrong, but I was really excited about the case 3 years ago. I've gotten the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children involved. They are on board. They did age progression from the two photos that I gave you from the yearbook photos. They call about once a month and ask if there's any updates on the case. Of course, I have to tell them no. We have taken DNA swabs from the brother and the mother of the girls and sent them to the National Missing Persons Program at the North Texas University. President Bush, in one of his terms as president, set up a clearinghouse for missing persons and unknown human remains. And so there's a DNA database set up at the University of North Texas. Sent DNA swabs down to the University of North Texas on the brother and the mother, and have not received any confirmation that there is human remains sitting in a vault somewhere, or a medical examiner's office anywhere in the nation. We don't know if the girls are still alive. We don't know if any human remains of the girls have been found and have not been identified yet, or we don't know if their human remains are somewhere in the field.